Okay. This is Republic Book 8. I'm starting. Socrates is describing the different forms of government. We just finished oligarchy in last night's reading. So the oligarchy is turning into a democracy. Everyone's trying to get money, and what happens is the rich people get richer, the poor people get poorer, and everyone's just really angry. The poor people hate the rich people just pretend to ignore the poor people. And yeah, finally the poor people just get fed up and revolt. They either kill or exile all the rich people, and bad stuff happens. Finally, after all that happens, they set up a new government, and everyone's equal. Political government power positions are just given out at random, or pretty much by random, and they don't care about who's fit for the role. They just care about everyone being free and freedom. Everyone can say and do whatever they want. This is definitely a problem, for Socrates anyway. He's big on people finding their appropriate role. So, in democracy, everyone's just focused on freedom and not people doing the correct thing. So this is evil to him. Now, Socrates then is going to try to talk about the corresponding part of the soul, but to do that, he talks about necessary and unnecessary desires and what the difference between them are. Necessary desires are desires that we can't overcome and that we have to have for like human needs. For example, wanting food, we can't get rid of that. Or wanting enough money to pay for our food, that's a desire we can't get rid of. Unnecessary desires are things we can get rid of. The philosopher could train themselves to live without it. For example, desire for luxuries and all that jazz, like couches and, I don't know, fancy chairs. Sure. Okay, sorry. So, sorry, I want my mom to finish walking away. The person in the oligarchy, he's ruled by necessary desires, as in money. But his son, the democratic ruler, he's overcome by unnecessary desires, as he describes it. The father, he just wanted money. He's just like, money, give me all the monies. But the son is worse. He wants everything money can buy, not just money. So he then starts to just say, freedom is freedom, everything is freedom. Just everyone be free towards everything, regardless of people's place. And this is fairly evil. The democracy doesn't have any order, which is really bad to Socrates. No order, no harmony. Just complete freedom, which is just, I guess, anarchy, not freedom to Socrates. There is no order or harmony in the democracy. Then finally, after democracy,
I'm gonna go to bed, Zach. Love you. See you in the morning. Do you have to go early tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, it's Thursday, right?
Yes.
So you have to be there 7?
Yes.
So you need a lunch.
Yes.
How was your lunch today?
It was good.
Yeah? Enough food?
Yeah.
Need anything else? Take her to bed with you?
Of course.
Alright, she's been out. Eli's been out. I'm going to turn the alarm on.
Okay.
Good night, Zach.
Good night.
Try not to stay up too late. You need your sleep. Is this your last homework?
Yeah. What else are you doing?
What? Oh, baby.
It's good.
See how white her face is?
Yeah, she's old.
She's getting old. Her ears.
Mm-hmm.
Like the tips of her ears.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Night.
Good night.
Jeez. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. After the democracy, it degenerates into tyranny. Democracy is the most free, and tyranny is the most enslaved, which is just sort of ironic. Finally, everyone just wants to be freedom, and they aren't even satisfied with the freedom democracy provides. They just want freedom, 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 and finally, they just end up not. They just stop caring about the necessities that ruling dictates. They don't pay attention to that rulers need things. To rule properly. And they just end up ignoring those things. Which is bad. Okay. Okay, promise that's it. Fraggles, what are you doing? Come here. There are just people in the city, he calls them drones, but there's people in the city that are just troublemakers. They tell the people that are richer, they tell the poor people that the rich people are oligarchs, and the rich people that the poor people are going to revolt, and everything's a big mess, and finally there is a revolt. And the leader of that revolt becomes a tyrant. He ends up killing all the good people because he's like, oh man, they could actually take over, so he kills them. And then he's just making war all the time to try to distract people from what he's doing because he's being a bad ruler. And then finally, it just, complete chaos, slavery, is just worse. Now, that's where he ends the